What's going on, guys? Mark here, Big Critique. Alright, I haven't done this in a little while, but I wanted to do a website critique because it's just been a little while, and I found the website that actually kind of puzzled me. It's called woodstack.com. The URL is in the description and in the title of the podcast. I believe I put it in there. And it's interesting to me. So I'm on their site right now. Let me just go back to the landing page because I don't think, yeah, there you go. So this is a website. The design is nice. It's like not bad as far as like the topography that they use and all that. But so first of all, let's just go into this something right here. By the way, so if you don't care at all for web design or user experience or e-commerce, this isn't the podcast for you. But if you do, I'd like to hope that I can spread some of my knowledge of being in the web development, user experience, and design world for the last 10 years. So let's just go over here and inspect element real quick. We're going to go to sources. I'm sorry, we're going to go to elements. There you go. It's been a little while since I've done this. And why is this not? There you go. Whenever I look at a site, I just get curious to see what they are going from. And so we'll go into head. This is also how you check to see what they're using. And it looks, if I had to guess, it's a WordPress with some sort of an e-commerce plugin. Am I right? Am I wrong? SmartWave. I always look for anything that would tell me this is a WordPress, and I'm actually not finding that right now. Interesting. I'll have to come back to SmartWave. It could be a new sort of framework, or maybe it's a new WordPress plugin. I have no idea. I don't know why I just said that like that, but yeah. Anyway, so okay, let's let's get back to this. Oh, TikTok, wrong thing. Nope, my bad. Okay, so here's what I find interesting. I think their topography is cool, but on a usability level, I'm just gonna go back to the homepage again. So where it lands, on a usability level, I don't love it, and here's why. Well, it's not that I don't love it. It depends on what they need. So it's understandable that they want to really market their new location, which is Flatbush. I found them because I was looking for sneakers. They have like limited edition Nikes and Jordans and stuff like that when they come out. So if you guys are interested, feel free to find them and try to get yourself a pair of limited edition Nikes or whatever the case may be. So sorry. So they've marketed that well that they have a new location, but to me, if this is an e-commerce, I'm very curious to see their analytics on this. They may not care at all. If they did care, this probably isn't how I would go about this website. As an e-commerce, you really want to start pushing products as soon as possible, and while you're pushing a location and one pair of sneakers right here, which is nice, I'm sure, maybe it's what they want to push. But I don't know. The fact that this is below the fold, don't love. I feel like these categories could get a little bit more blown up as far as what, first of all, being able to click them. Let's see what this looks like on mobile. I'm just gonna take this down a notch. I'm sure it collapsed. Let's see. So mobile's a completely different experience. For mobile, I think it's way better, to be honest with you. And maybe that's what they're assuming. They're assuming that nobody's going to go do this on desktop. I love it for mobile. For mobile, it's great. You pretty much get there right away to like CTAs or clickable links to where you want to get to as far as like getting the consumer. Let's see, Shopman. Yeah, getting the consumer to a page where they can actually convert and buy a product, fantastic on mobile. On desktop, not great. But maybe that's what they're banking on. Maybe they're banking on everybody using mobile. But I still think that everybody should have an experience on desktop that, you know, would at least to some degree mirror what you see on mobile. Yeah, like, so this could have been a way smaller banner. And they could have raised all the product and inventory up. Let's see. Footwear. Let's go to one of their product pages. Their images also look slightly skewed. I don't know. They look a little off to me. This is a very personal thing. I don't love that these product blocks sort of blend with the background as much as they do. It's just a me thing. Probably not a big deal at all. Let's see. Let's go to another product page. Yeah, the fact that these products blend so much, I don't know, it feels kind of cheap in design to me. I'm sure it's just a template. Let's see, new launches. They have a great selection though. They have great products. And like, I've been to their store. It's a nice store. So they've done well there. Now, what I'm curious about, let's see how well their search works. Let's go to Shattered Backboard. Okay, maybe I didn't spell that right. Let's just go to Jordan. Search works good. Works fine. Yeah, either these are the way that these are supposed to look, or some of these product images just look very, very off. But yeah, I guess that's kind of it. So just as an example of user experience, if you're trying to push products and if you care at all, I wouldn't ever, especially if you have an e-commerce, I wouldn't market the opening of a new location over having products sitting above the fold. Like when somebody first lands on your website, you definitely want to have a product to sell if you're an e-commerce. If you don't have a product to sell, maybe you have a very, very good reason for that. Again, maybe their analytics don't matter for desktop. Maybe they've measured and they know that people don't really buy via desktop. They buy mostly via mobile, and via mobile, they're pretty on point. Let's see what happens when you add an item to cart. Let's see. So note to any of you guys, I don't know what sort of information came with these sneakers, with these products. Maybe there wasn't very much. But when you leave the product descriptions empty, you are selling yourself short for SEO. You definitely always want to have all these little things filled out for indexing for Google and whatever other search engines are available to you. It's just better off that way. So they've definitely slacked a little bit with this website. Again, maybe there's a reason. Maybe they don't care that much. It's very possible. I'm going to try to add something to cart. Let's see. These don't appear to be sold out. Sold out? Sold out. So I can't add that to cart because that doesn't exist in there right now. I guess these are all... So maybe I need to get to... Let's go to headwear. Also not cheap. $60 for a hat is a fair amount of money. I'm not spending $60 for a hat. It says ice cream on it. You could print an ice cream hat for cheaper than that, I think. I don't know. Let's see. So I'm gonna kill this. Let's do that again. Their add to cart process is a little interesting. Let's add this to cart again. So what it does is it rushes me up here to say this field is required. The only pickle I have with this, I'd make this font a little bit bigger. Also, what the fuck is this icon? That looks weird. OS. Okay, here's a tip. I would add a tooltip in here to explain what the fuck OS means, because I have no idea. Let's add this to cart. Cool. So it's nice that it's added to cart. I think that if history has taught me anything, it's what this does is it brings the user directly to the checkout page, which is good. However, if they want to buy more, they have to go back and buy more. I think that a lot of other websites have done this in a way better capacity, where you have, if you look at my cursor on the right side of the screen, if you follow it, there's a lot of websites you can check out that have a menu that just pop out on the side. As a matter of fact, I'll go to one right now to show you what I mean. This is called bonobos.com. Personally, I love this site. Okay. I guess this sort of conflicts with what I was saying before, but not exactly. So, this is done a little bit more tastefully. In the sense that they are promoting something, but they're selling something off the bat. So, with Woodstack, they're selling the fact that they have opened a new location, which is great. But there's no direct conversion in there. It's just a memo, more or less, saying, hey, we have a new location. Again, maybe they have a reason for why they're doing it. I don't know. But this is a direct converter, right? And so if you click this, it's going to bring you right here with the sale. But also, let's go back for a second. There's also this like spider thing or whatever that's sort of catching your eye. It almost has the same sort of idea of an arrow behind it. Because actually, in my peripherals, I thought it was an arrow, and then I looked, I was like, oh, it's a spider. Whoops. This is also just a very, very, very well done ad. This is an incredibly well done ad to be festive for Halloween. We've gone 13 minutes. I hope I haven't bored anybody yet. Well, nobody's watching, but oh well. I'm still gonna do this. I enjoy the shit. Why not? You also have this little banner here, which is great. This is 40% off all items. I think it's nice. You can kill it. It's awesome. Now, let's try something. Right here, you see, for desktop, and I'm sure for mobile as well. Yep, perfect. Now, let's do this. Shop the Chino guide. Right? Now, granted, there's a little bit more involved in this process. We'll go with my size 36. Why not? Slim. Let's add this to cart. You see what happens here? This pops out. So the idea behind this is you're not taking the user away from the shopping experience, but you are showing them what they've put in their cart. So they know what their total is, and they also tells you how much it has left and all that stuff. So this is also extremely expensive, but I'm sure it's good quality. $100 for a pair of pants. Well, maybe it's not that expensive. If it lasts you like 2 years, it's not that expensive at all. Which I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say hopefully it lasts 2 years. Anyway, yeah, but you see, this is great. You know, everything is here. I haven't left the shopping experience, and I can either check out or continue shopping. So that's kind of it. That's what I wanted to get across. I'm going to kill this. I'm going to go back here. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. Let's just make this bigger. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I hope you found value in this. When I sit down with a client for, generally it's for e-commerce or web design or whatever, I typically go over things like this and I show them the reasons, like logistically, behind why user experience, like on certain websites, is what it is, and how you can use certain websites as an example of just best practices for your own business. So that's it, guys. If you have found any value in this, give me a subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. There you go. That's what I want to say. I could speak English, sure. Hit the subscribe button, hit the alert button. As you can see, I do a bunch of critiques. I'm trying to narrow it down just to cater to one crowd. So I know I have more guests coming on, more career-based and entrepreneurial guests, and I will be doing more website critiques like this because I know that it does help some people in their business or website journey, what have you. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.